A provocative question posed by the book title of my next guest, which is "We Are Eating the Earth, the Race to Fix Our Food System and Save Our Climate." Joining us now is the author, Michael Grunwald. He's an award-winning journalist and author who's been covering climate for the last 2 decades. Michael, congratulations on the book. It's full of stunning, eye-popping information and some nuanced arguments that aren't thrilling everybody, even on your side of this environmentalism versus let's destroy the earth debate. Let's start with your outlook on the future. The United Nations projects that the world's population will reach nearly 10 billion by 2050. Now, in the book, you laid out what that could mean, writing, quote, "If current trends hold, the world's farmers will need to clear at least a dozen more California's worth of land to fill nearly 10 billion human bellies by 2050. Is that even possible?
Well, current trends better not hold, right? Because we don't really have 12 Californias to spare. But right now, you know, like it says on the cover, we are eating the earth, and really it's agriculture that's eating the earth. 2 of every 5 acres of this planet are now cropped or grazed, and we are losing a soccer field worth of tropical forest every 6 seconds. So yeah, something's got to change, Jake.
So lots of July 4th barbecues. There are probably a lot of meat eaters watching right now. Now, you detail the negative impacts of cattle farming in the book, but you stop short of calling for an all-vegan or all-vegetarian diet. Instead, you suggest cutting back on meat. Quote, "The average American ate 3 burgers a week, and replacing one of them with an Impossible Burger could save a Massachusetts-sized landmass every year," unquote. Impossible Burgers, for people who don't know, are quite delicious non-meat hamburgers. What impact do you see these alternative proteins or plant-based meats having on the climate?
Well, if a lot of people were buying them, they could have quite a lot, because they reduce land use by like 90% and emissions by 95%. So far, they don't seem to taste as good, and they aren't as cheap as meat, which is a problem because, like you suggested, beef is really the baddie. Even switching to chicken would make a big difference. Beef uses about 10 times more land and generates about 10 times more emissions than chicken or pork. So I know I'm like a buzzkill for July 4th, but even if you could have a little bit less burger, a little less steak, and a little more chicken and pork dogs, that could make a difference.
But I'll say, like, I've had an Impossible Burger, and I'm very skeptical of any meat substitute that they throw at me, and like, it tasted absolutely delicious. Now, it's not necessarily healthier for you, and it's not necessarily cheaper, but it tasted the same.